Kemi Badenoch has got on with her first day as leader of the opposition, and she's appointed Priti Patel as shadow foreign secretary under. So that means that Priti Patel has now returned from backbenches into a sort of front bench role. It's a sign of unity, a nod to the party's ideological balancing act. Patel, a figure of the staunch right-wing conviction, a former Home Secretary with a hardline stance on issues such as immigration and law enforcement. It brings what I suppose Kemi Badenoch would like to think of as a distinctly muscular approach to foreign policy, one likely focused on national sovereignty, security, and assertive stance towards global challenges. In choosing Patel, Badenoch seems to be addressing two priorities: reassuring the Conservative base, particularly the right wing of the Conservative base, of a robust foreign policy while placating the party's various factions. Patel's reappearance on the front bench aligns with Badenoch's promise to return to founding principles without alienating moderate voices. Those are presumably the founding principles of Tufton Street. Patel's tenacity and experience are expected to inject a more traditional conservative tone into foreign affairs, contrasting with the somewhat conciliatory rhetoric that has marked the tenure of people like Cleverly. And balancing Patel's influence is Mel Stride as shadow chancellor, a moderate known for his pragmatism and past roles under Rishi Sunak, and a competitor, of course. Stride's presence suggests that Badenoch envisages a dual strategy, one that melds staunch conservatism with measured fiscal policies, and this combination could both reinvigorate the Tory grassroots and mitigate some of the public's reservations about her more hardline approach. Patel's potential agenda as shadow foreign secretary will likely see renewed scrutiny of international alliances, a strong stance on migration, both resonant points for right-leaning conservative voters, but potentially contentious on the international stage. Moreover, Patel's role may prompt sharper responses to geopolitical events such as Russia's war in China, in Ukraine, and China's growing global influence, aligning Britain's opposition with a more unapologetic stance on these issues. While James Cleverly and other notable figures sit out of Badenoch's cabinet, the formation of this shadow government under her leadership exemplifies her strategy of energising the party's right wing and trying to at least throw a few crumbs towards the moderate individuals. Of course, Hunt and Rishi Sunak are also determined to be on the back benches. Badenoch's team now stands as a calculated blend, experienced but fierce with Patel, and grounded yet reform-minded with Stride. Whether this will stabilise the party internally remains to be seen, but it's clear that Badenoch is keenly aware of the need to navigate a path that maintains the Conservative Party's unity while drawing clear, decisive lines in policy. And, Nigel Huddleston and Dominic Johnson, both junior ministers under Rishi Sunak, were appointed joint chairman of the Conservative Party. They will oversee the party's headquarters, and this follows hard on from Rebecca Harris, who was confirmed as chief whip, replacing Stuart Andrew.